hadn't noticed this tree here. I've been here several times. This is probably Linda's and I's maybe 20th or 30th vlog of the Modern Art Museum. We do it all the time and we just love it. But this is a huge tree that I've never even really seen before right here. And the grass is really thick right here. This is right outside of the Modern Art Museum. Probably been here the entire time. I used to jog around here when I lived in the apartments. Never noticed this tree. I probably jogged by it several times. Never noticed it until now. There's a lot of trees all right here in this parking lot. Then I would jog around the Casa Manana and around the theater area, and then jog back to my apartment, which is now a Modern Art Museum. That is really, really cool. And just in case there's an emergency, you can go right over here and make a phone call. And then run like hell. Anyway. Yeah. It's a great little tree right there. We're gonna get a lot of wind, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut off here. Goes into the grass right here. When you're stepping, you can kind of see it's really, really grassy. It really goes in there. Even leaves like a footprint. So when you're walking on it, it feels really nice, especially if you're barefoot. They say that actually increases your health if you walk barefoot on grass. Lawn grass. All right, so we're gonna walk over to the modern art, outside art. But they remind you here to please use the sidewalk. So it's really important to make sure you do that. There are a lot of squirrels in this area, and they're known to jump out of the tree and attack. So you want to be a little weary if you got maybe like a thicker coat or something like that, or something, some squirrel spray. If you brought some squirrel spray, sometimes that will repel. It'll repel the squirrels from actually biting you. I don't see a single squirrel right now, but usually in the maybe summertime, or when the weather is not chilly, it's about maybe 60 degrees outside right now. I just have a button-up shirt, and Linda's wearing there's one of them right now. One of the squirrels made it safely to that tree. The only thing is, I didn't notice the squirrel until the vehicle, the SUV, pulled up. That's when the squirrel made his move. Almost kind of remind the driver that he's still around, and we're gonna see if we can find him. don't see the squirrel at all. Yeah, I don't see it. Nowhere at all. Okay, so this is a new one right here. And it's called Modern Masters. We're gonna get a photo. We'll get a photo. Modern Masters, a tribute to Anne Windfohr Marion, October 23rd, 2022 through January 8th of 2023. So they're gonna bring in the new year on this Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth masterpiece thing going on right now. And then we're gonna go look at that in a minute. Photo, and then kind of step forward a little bit, like right, not so you don't break it, but there's like a light thing right here. All right, you can kind of see it. All right, ready? And 1, 2, so I was talking about the little light thing right here. And then we usually just, like heathens, like hippies in Woodstock, we just walk down this little grass thing right here. All right. Oh, there he is. There he is right there. See? Oh, he hit immediately. He's coming, yeah, he's up this way right here. See at the top of the tree right there? He went up that way.
Oh.
Yeah. He's gone now though, but there's a couple of squirrels hanging out. Beware in this area. They do have them under surveillance right here. So if there's any squirrels that get too squirrely, they got the surveillance camera right there. So don't worry about it, don't panic. Yeah, don't panic if you see one. But they're under surveillance. Okay, what is this called again? I forget it every single time. I want to say vector, but I must have come here at least 20 or 30 times, and every single time I have to look. You don't think it's called vector? It starts with, we know it starts with a V, but it's modern. We're gonna get the name of it right here. Yeah, Vortex. That's a name that you can remember though, Vortex.
Like in math, you have the vortex.
Yeah, the vortex in math, right. Right here. We're just gonna get the outside of it right now, and we'll go through in just a minute. You can see Linda's standing in front of it.
What are we supposed to do with my trunk?
We'll find a place, don't worry about it.
Okay.
So we'll throw it in the vector, or the vortex. It's called the vortex. We're gonna go through it right here.
Okay.
Well, waiting, hang on. This is like a modern art piece that you can react to. You can actually participate. There's people in there having fun right now, so we're waiting. So if you have a voice, you can actually sing in the vortex. Shh, come on, come on. So that's the vortex right here. I don't even know how tall it is, but if you have a voice, it's like really cool going in there doing like vocals and stuff. But I mean, they spent quite a bit of money on this thing. Right here you can see how massive it is. Right here. I mean, it's a massive piece. Right there. Probably do like a screenshot of it later. But I'm just gonna go through because we don't have a lot of time. So I'm just gonna go right through, just barge right in. And I got my mask right here, so. Hello! That's how it sounds when you go through there. Yeah, she's an opera singer, so she's kind of laughing. But that right there is a horse that we're not going to look at right now. But it's a little wood stick horse that like a 2-year-old could probably make. No, I'm joking. Probably like a 20-year-old maybe. And there's the moon. We're going through here, the main entrance. Linda's carrying the bag. We're about to enter. She's looking for a trash receptacle to throw away some chicken bones. And kind of looking at the front entrance of the Modern Art Museum. right here. The light is at magic hour. Give me a moment. And we're just gonna walk by this sign right here to get the wording of it. Okay. So I just kind of wanted to show how massive that is right there. And they have footlights too at night, so you can see at night. Okay. And we'll go in this way. It's probably gonna be a little bit of music. I don't think we can get in for free on Friday. It's free on Friday? Okay. Free on Friday. All right. Oh, cool. Oh, this is awesome. Like an outdoor patio protected by militant forces, but it is an actually cool little area. It's mostly like a show of art, and this one I call it Brainstorm, but I don't know the real name of it. But it's two conjoined things, so I think it has something to do with conjoined, but you can see it from here. And it's artwork. You can kind of see the corner of it right here. That's an outside patio right here. And then that is like a some kind of Indian goddess. And what's really interesting when you go through here, you can see another art piece that's on the corner back here. That's very, very interesting. But it's over on the opposite side of the conjoined one here, which I call Brainstorm, but it's actually called Conjoined something. I don't know the name of it. But I have my own name for certain things. But if you go over here on the other side, there is a huge art piece, but I don't know how to get to it. It almost looks like a giant doll. It's very strange. Linda's in the restroom right now, so we're gonna wait and probably make our way across the lawn here with these lawn, I don't really know what they are. They're like lawn chairs, but they're made out of concrete. Then we're gonna make our way to this conjoined piece and get some footage of this giant looking doll thing. I'm gonna try to get, because I've done this several times, so I'm gonna try to do new things. But in the summertime, when you walk across this lawn here, there's like dragonflies or something that amount there. You have to walk through many of them. You can't see it from afar. You have to actually walk through it to see it. When you get all the way over to the corner here, I'm gonna see if I can get a really good shot. Footage of that corner pond. I guess this is like a reflecting pond or something like that. Oh, okay. I was gonna show off this it's basically like a doll thing. I'm gonna show it to you. It's over on the corner where the cafe here, and you cross over. Oh, I never noticed this right here. Huh. This is like an area too. Anyway, never went this way before. This is kind of cool. So they have, this is the modern. You can always see this exhibit. They never take it down. It's like, gotta look at my early vlogs, but it's like scrolling words that scroll across the, I think that it's a New York artist that does it. I don't remember her name though. There's probably 1,000 artists that exhibit their stuff here or more. But this is what I was talking about. There it is over there. And it's got some kind of weird, almost want to say Indian influence. There are people behind it right now. And I don't know anything about it. I've never been over in that area, so I don't even really know how to get to it. But it's probably a back way to the modern. I'll show it to you in just a minute. This is what I was talking about, conjoined. So this one is known as conjoined. For some weird reason, I call it brainstorm. I don't know why. But the plaque was right here. So I don't know. No, here it is. Conjoined. 2007. It's stainless. And it's Roxy Payne. So that's actually stainless steel that this is made out of right here. And it is huge. Why it's never been in a movie, I don't know. But it could be some copyright issues on it. But it's known as conjoined. I used to call it brainstorm. I don't know why. But it's known as conjoined. That's the full part of it. You can kind of see a reflection of the mirror here. And that is pretty amazing. In the daytime, it's actually a little bit better because it shines brighter. But this is what I was talking about way over here. Should never go on these sides, way over on the corner. They made it over there, so I don't know. They're the Sam Fisher splinter cell kind of people that can get, they can glitch over to that side. But look at this right here. It's amazing. It's like Indian. It looks almost like a toy, a large toy, and it's holding children, or playful children. It's very playful. And it's kind of walking there, like it's gonna walk into the water. Don't know what it is. But we may go over there and check it out. There's a side entrance, but I forget almost like every time. That's why I walked over here. And you can see the reflection of all of this right here. Isn't that cool? Is that not very pretty? Yeah, and they're getting ready for Christmas time. All right, so we're gonna walk back towards the main one. And you said what, do you have the time?
Yes.
You do have the time?
Yes.
Okay. What time is it?
6:45.
Okay, 6:45. So we have like no time to see the exhibit. We're gonna see if they'll let us kind of sneak in. I did more like an outside conjoined artwork, this thing right here, and then kind of showing the lawn. So I may exhibit this one as just the lawn, and that's the lady from New York that has her exhibit here, which we usually see almost every time. But it's very bright, so she's very smart when she wanted to put it in here, because you can see it almost the entire time. Now that's a smart artist using light, actual real light, not just paint, but she's using electric light in the actual artwork, and that's why her stuff is exhibit, is because she's superior in creativity than a lot of the other artists. Not all superior artists are exhibited here. Sometimes they're only exhibited in New York or New Mexico or California, but they do bring in some really cool stuff. And then right down here is the other part. We've been in the corner of that area, and that's more light, and that's more modern art museum. So they could do more exhibits. If they wanted to add exhibits, they could probably use that space rather than just sticking with traditional space. All right, you ready? Okay. Did you find a trash can? Oh, you did? Okay. Okay. Linda wanted to throw away some chicken bones. We had a snack. And this is something right here that I haven't seen either. This is very interesting. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like something like that. Some kind of device or something. Then they have cameras here too. You can see one of the security cameras will look out the lawn this way right here. This is really cool. I may do some screenshots of stuff like that. That's really cool too. And then this is the actual sideway in right here to the patio. So if you want to have like wine and crackers and cheese, or let's see, bring your own lunch, and you don't want to pay $50 for a plate, which is what they're paying probably. It's known as the Ryan Foundation. Right there. That's the name of it. This is a real popular kind of area right here for eating. And then we're gonna probably go by the band and then go into the exhibit for just a second. You ready to go? We got about 10 minutes. So The new one is right over here. All right, so we made it in. It is free Fridays, you can see. It's right there. And here is the artwork. And we gotta really speed this up so we go backwards. And this is really awesome right here. And it has glass. I really wish they wouldn't do glass because it's a nightmare with photography. But that one's Lori Simmons. So it's mostly like photography. I try to go by that electric light one that I saw outside. Vernon Fisher. It's kind of a multicultural map kind of thing. I like the parachute right here. All right, and this is great. The day begins hot and gets hotter. By noon, it's furnace. So they're using words as a way to create art. Water flows into the lavatories, into the kitchen sink, through the dishwasher. It pours into the bathtub and sprays into the showers. My mind is a house, she thinks, and all the water is running through, clean and clear. She watches the water spiral slowly but continuously around, point in every decreasing curve. She pictures the rush of water, pulling momentarily in basins and bathtubs before swirling counterclocks down the drain. And that's kind of like an idea of this one. Believe it or not, it's actually 1943. Well, 1987, but it was done in 1987. This is a mountain climber right here. She's 49, and closing reading 1990. Looks like it's oil. Believe it or not, that's oil. Kind of like a rear window thing right here. That's what I first thought of as a rear window. Hey, doesn't that look like a rear window? Like Alfred Hitchcock rear window over here? You don't think so?
What'd you say?
Oh, what is this right here? Rose and Crow. It's a Rose and Crow.
They got guns and then like...
Yeah, it's violent. It's got guns, so it's a lot of violence. Oil acrylic. Long guns is what it has. What year is that? 2009. American born 1982. It's Linda's age. Rose and Crow. The artist is actually Linda's age. So I'm a little older, but still pretty good for a Generation Xer. Not too bad. Little problems with spilling of the paint, but other than that, you know, I would say Generation X. Okay, and this is also kind of cool too. I'm thinking of Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window right here. It's Ed Blackburn. It's called painting number 4. It's done with oil though. It doesn't look like oil. There's a little drip right there. See it right here? See that drip of oil right here? They just left it on there. Didn't try to clean it up or anything. I was like, I'll just give it to the Modern Art in Fort Worth. This is a Robert Mapplethorpe self-portrait. That dude looks like a lady. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We have jumped into some Andy Warhol. So this is very classic. We're going to do a photo in front of this one right here. But it is Andy Warhol. And it's American 1928 to 1987. That's when Andy Warhol lived and died. Self-portrait was done in 1986. 1986 right here. And it was synthetic polymer paint and silkscreen ink on canvas as museum purchase. The Friends of the Endowment Foundation acquired in 1998. And we're gonna do a photo in front of this one. Hey Linda, let's get a photo. But that's Andy Warhol, the self-portrait one, right here. We're gonna do a photo in a minute. And what he was famous for, Andy Warhol, if it wasn't for Campbell's soup, he would have been very poor. So Campbell's soup is how he made not only his fame, but his living. So he made a living, made money off your soup that you buy today at the grocery store. And so he coined that. And we're gonna get, there's a black bean right there if you like black bean soup. And it's 1928 when he was born, 1968, same time he did the self-portrait. But that's his work right there. Okay, we're gonna get a photo. We gotta get out of here pretty soon.
Isn't that the one that you can't take a picture of?
No, it's Van Gogh. It's only Van Gogh. I've never gotten in trouble, but for Van Gogh. Yeah, this is actually Edward Ruscha. So yeah, the only time I've ever gotten in trouble was over Van Gogh. That was the only time. Okay. Ready? And